You are now about to witness
Knicks Real Talk just entered the chat. We ain't Google apps like Google Maps. We don't use our YouTube frugal with stats as usual. Fact, it's your man, the brand is hands on, going hard like calluses. Who style this? Aiming at your mental with the game analysis. On a pregame show, read the script, you know we get it like crypto. In the rip though, I cyber decrypted, we locked them from the get go. On this Nick show, it's the co-pilots in the cloud like Microsoft. We hot like salt, the KRT drip club leading up the tip off. We flew by confidence, put your Nick content in beast mode like my charm. We a cheat code, we rolled the bar too far for you to reach on. We got a teach on the show that's fire. Price Knicks going to the wire. Hit the entire game, somewhere in front of me, the numbers be. They don't lie, Korea popped up from the third eye, you heard why. It's the #1 pregame show that's hitting like Soto. But picture the photo of your bro to the lens of that moto. It's the OGs, we outside riding in the orange blue sky. In the Metropolitan, we connect in the vets go wallowing. And the matters off the massive without shaking asses. The team screaming, I made the platform of passion. Fans asking who the creed that's in the building killing this Nick Trade assassin.
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey! You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey! You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey!
He's on fire!
Hey!
He's on fire!
Hey!
Yo, good evening, salute everybody, salute. What's good, man? It's the pregame show. Divine Shaw Powers out there chasing papers, so hopefully he'll be in pretty soon. But anyway, salute to the chat, man. Salute to everybody that go to Knicks in Beantown, trying to rebound from a beatdown in Motown. The Knicks trying to get in Beantown in Boston, get a hat popping today, man. After taking that L in Detroit last night, so we're gonna get in here, break everything down, man, all that good stuff. So salute to everybody in the chat. I'm ready to really get in here and get it going, man. Coming off a rough loss, ladies and gentlemen, we got to kind of find a way to rebound after taking that tremendous beat down in Detroit the other day, but we know we live to play another one. On to the next one, so we got to try to go down in Boston today, man, and hopefully we can go out there, cross T's and dot I's, and do some of the things that we didn't get to do in Detroit and win a game. It's gonna be pretty tough, man. We've been beaten up pretty much lately, but make no excuses. That's just a reason. But listen, man, I'm excited about it. Still, we're going to play one of our division rivalries. One of these guys that we took out in the Eastern Conference semis last year, so. They beat us early, so we can go in there and beat them this time again, man. But, it's been tough, though. Tough loss, ladies and gentlemen, the other day. But we'll talk about all that. But let me holler at my people in the chat first and foremost before I get myself going. To the JR, my brother, Jermaine Royce, what's popping, OD on die. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for the report on the injury report. And I'll throw that in there later as well. My man Rodriguez, what's popping, Deval, what's good? Frank Mato, the South is in the house. What's good, Frank? Good to see you, man. Long time I'll see you. But salute to you, man. I see you in the chat, Frank. That means I know you live and hopefully you well. But listen, man, that's just another game on the doctor, ladies and gentlemen. That was a disappointing loss the other day. Understandably, down a lot of soldiers. Like I said, make no excuse, but they beat us down the other day, ladies and gentlemen. That's the second time this season they beat us down in Detroit. We definitely got to go here in Boston tonight and try to recover and get a win. That's pretty much what it all boils down to. We need just to get a victory, make us feel good about ourselves. But that was a tough one, ladies and gentlemen. The loss wasn't a problem anyway for me. Just that the energy and the effort that we didn't have because we missed a couple of key soldiers. Not having Anunoby on Olympic Town, roughly almost 40 points a game and almost 20 rebounds combined. And the guys that replaced him just couldn't give us nowhere near that. So obviously it made it hard on Jalen Brunson with the double teaming and all that good stuff. Mikal can only do so much. So, the quick recap on that game the other day was just like, the better team won that night. They came to play, and we just didn't have enough power to overcome what they had. They took out our best player, made it hard on him. And a guy that our ancillary players really couldn't come to the forefront and get it popping for us, man. So it happens. We just got to try to rebound today against a team who's hot right now. They moved up a game in the standings on us, Boston. They going pretty good, almost 5 or 6 games in a row. So we got to go out there and find a way to win today, man. It's not going to be easy. Them guys just got it going on. They just picked up Vucevic at the trading deadline. So they got a little bit more firepower with them as well because he came to their team early in the week, a couple of days ago. So, but with that being said, we got to strap up our boots, man, and get it popping today, man. So it's going to be a crazy game on Super Bowl Sunday. Should be live. It should be lit, man. So I'm really looking forward to the Knicks getting out there competing and going hard. Like I said, man, I ain't sweating it. Like I said, our team has been playing real well, man. And like I said, what can you do when you play a team who had it like they had it, even though they missed a Jalen Jordan, but we missed 2 of our top players. So To add that with Jalen Brunson and all that, it's just hard, man. But hey. But today we got to go in there and try to rebound. That's what I'm looking forward to. And make no excuse. Like I said a few minutes ago, let's go in there till we can kind of slow these guys down. It's a good matchup because these teams mirror each other in a lot of ways from a standard standpoint. We third in offense, they second in offense. We 13th in defense, they ninth in defense. So, but they've been playing real well. We had a long winning streak, but now they got one. So let's see if we can go ahead and get it popping, man. Because right now, Cleveland Cavaliers is like a game and a half behind us in the fourth spot with James Harden coming here. So all these games get pretty tough, you know what I mean? But you can't hold your head down because even though our team got beat down, we did have a good 9-game run and we beat some really talented teams. I mean, with the Lakers and so on and so on. So Denver Nuggets or whatever, but we badly wanted that. We knew it wasn't really the reality with the missing our top dogs. But tonight, we think we're not going to make no excuses, man. Let's go in Beantown, try to get this thing going, man, and get a win on Super Bowl Sunday and see how it pans out, man. Let me know what you guys think later on about who you got in the Super Bowl. I kind of know what Crim's dad might be leaning on that. I'm not sure if either Patriot fan, because I know he's up in that area. Crim's dad, salute to you, my man. Good to see you. Real talk. Another good thing, Alvarado's in the building today. He gets to play the first game with the New York Knicks. They got GTA 5, Grand Theft Auto 5. His uniform number is 5, if what I'm hearing. That's pretty dope, too. So, listen, we need everybody we can get, you know what I mean? Because we definitely decimated. Okay, I got you. There you go. Appreciate that, Crim's dad. Giant fan, hate Pace, go Seattle. There you go, my brother. That's what I'm talking about. Spike Lee, what's good? My man Spike, you already know Harlem World is in the building. What's popping? Yeah, man. But it's gonna be a tough one, man. No doubt about it. But you know what? We do have Anunoby back today, so that's a good thing. Alvarado getting to play because you think about what we lost the other day. Not to harp on that too much, but we lost Big Cat, Anunoby, Deuce McBride, and Alvarado. And the young guys, they no disrespect to them, but they're not them guys. You know what I mean? And we say that all year long. Even when Mike Brown play him. Like I said, the lose 40-something points and 18 rebounds, but the guys who replace you only get like 5 points and maybe 8 rebounds. That go to loss right there. The 40 points that Anunoby and my man Carl Anthony Towns was giving you, because Anunoby been on a tear lately. He was up in the 20s scoring. So just them two alone with their 20, 40 points, we lost by 38. So not saying that we would have won the game, but I think it could have made a difference. It might not have been that crazy. But you got to give Detroit their flower. They did what you're supposed to do. They took out our key player. They made it hard on our best player, and make everybody else beat you. And I just don't think they had it. Like even Mikal had a decent game, but at the wow, it wasn't nothing them two could do. And everybody else just didn't come through. So and it happens. But so props to them dudes, man. They play gritty, they stingy, and they really get it done over there. But we'll see them after the All-Star break. Hopefully, we can't wait till that comes for quick enough, ladies and gentlemen, because we do have 2 more games, then the All-Star break, the Pacers, and then the 76ers. I think after that, we don't play till the 19th. So with that being said, I think that we are be able to heal bodies, regroup, re-strategize, and get ready to go in that final push for the season to get to the playoffs. So, we still right there where we need to be. It's not where we want to be. We appreciate where we at, though. But salute to everybody in the chat who came in as well. JJ47K was good. Dave Haas, what's popping, my man? Like I said, Harlem World's in the building. Travel by, my brother. What's popping with you, man? Salute to you. Paris Duggar, what's good? Paris, good to see you, my man. For real. But other than that, man, it's another game on the doctrine. We got to go out there and try to win it. And I think that's what we're going to do today. We can go out there and cross T's and dot I's. It's going to be tough, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, when you're missing guys like Big Cat, now you're missing Josh Hart. But I'm glad that we got somebody back who can score the ball like Anunoby and Alvarado to help make a difference. Make a difference. Yeah, you're right, Nick. Yeah, not having OG did hurt, man, because we just didn't have that second guy who could really go in there and get it done. Even with them slowing down Jalen Brunson, I agree with you, Nick. Yeah, if they would have had Anunoby, at least maybe him and Mikal could have took a little pressure off of them. Maybe they could have loosened up playing that Jalen Brunson's so tough. But and then after that, it is what it is. So you dead on that one, man. I think OD said Cat is out, Dave Haas Jr. And according to our reports, I had him. He was a game time decision, but OD already put it out there. So he's saying that Cat is not playing tonight. So that's fine. We just hopefully Mitchell Robertson can be better than he was the other day. But them boys was getting it though. So maybe we can go ahead tonight and respond in a better way. I'm really looking forward to the game, and I'm always up for the Boston game, ladies and gentlemen, because I know it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a hard-fought game, and them guys playing pretty well right now. Like I said, they 34-18, we 33-19. So, it's week 1 game from going back and forth and all that stuff, man. So I think we go get it done today, man. Hopefully we go in there and it's gonna be tough. Like I said, you're missing Josh Hart's energy and you're missing Cat's rebounding and his scoring. So now we got to hope that Anunoby can help out Jalen Brunson today. Hopefully Alvarado can give us some sneaky good defense minutes, and hopefully somebody and Mikal can have a good game. And now with Anunoby, Mikal, and Jalen Brunson is definitely better than Anunoby, Mikal. And Brunson, Hart, and Mitchell Robinson, because what I'm saying is the offense is there now. You got a little bit more offensive firepower with Brunson, Mikal, and Anunoby. The other game, you just literally had Mikal and Jalen Brunson. So hopefully we get a little more better today, man. We're gonna miss Josh Hart's energy, but he can't give you the energy that he want to give you with that ankle that he had, man. And even in the course of that game the other day, you can see where he kind of tweaked it or whatever on a play about a baseline on the sideline, I meant to say. So we'll see how it goes anyway, man. But other than that, man, let's go ahead and get this thing going. I'm excited about it, man. I'm always excited to go ahead and play a rivalry. You know what I mean? And all that good stuff. Okay, I'm sorry, my man. On that, I apologize for that, my man. You know, let me reread that. You're right. He said OG is out. Okay, my bad. Thank you all day for the correction, my man. I appreciate that. No Cat is playing OG out. So we still back, you know, and we got to roll with the guy we got in there, man. That's gonna be even tougher now. He said Cat and Brunson are playing. OG is out. Okay. Yeah, man. OG is out. So yeah, that toe must be really a little worse than we thought it was. So we got whoever plays tonight, you know, we just gotta go out there and get it done. It's gonna be hard, ladies and gentlemen. Make no mistakes about it. But we got to try to go out there and win the game. That's the bottom line. A lot of teams have won without their best players or their important players. But hopefully our bench is better than it was the other night. I can't even front, ladies and gentlemen. Our bench the young guys wasn't ready. Clarkson wasn't ready. None of them guys came out to play the other night, man. And I was kind of disappointed because it felt like, I don't want to say we gave up. That might be the long word, but I guess they threw in the towel when they realized, like, we ain't going to beat these guys. And it seemed like they just threw in the towel from an effort standpoint. That's what I was more disappointed with last night, with the effort the other night. Even though we started letting the game get away, I didn't think I seen the fight that I want to see. So hopefully we could rebound and get the fight back in us, man. And then that'd be really, really what it is, man. So I'm looking forward to the challenge tonight, man. Let's get it. Nick Yak said only McBride and OG is out. That's dope. We need all the buys we can get, but this would be a good chance to get a win, man. To get back to we'd be 9-1 in the last 10. What I am happy about the way we responded after taking that 2 out of 9, 2 and 9 out of that 11 games we lost. I'm really happy that we won 9 and lost 2. I'm glad that we responded the way we responded and got 8 games back in a row and keep us right where we need to be at. So. That was a good resiliency from the Knicks for 9 games, to be that resilient and fight back and get them games that we did get at that players meeting and all that good stuff. So you know what? We move on to the next and we get it done. This game gonna be fire like it's always. It's a rivalry. It's Patrick Ewing, Larry Bird, it's John Havlicek, Walt Clyde Frazier, the whole thing, Carmelo, Kevin Garnett, you name it. This is what this is really about. I'm sorry, ladies, I didn't mean to do that. This is what it's really about right here, though. This is a rivalry, and it's still a rivalry to me. This team we took them out of here at 4-2 in the semis last year in the Eastern Conference, and you know what? And hopefully we can do it again. Like I said, because they got a good team, but we got a good team too. So we gotta strap our boots up, like I said earlier, get this thing going, man, because it's gonna be fire for sure. And it's on national television, Super Bowl Sunday. On ABC, ladies and gentlemen. If you look right there at the bottom of the screen, you'll see we're streaming on ESPN and Sling TV, but it is on ABC TV, national televised game, Super Bowl Sunday. Two of the top 3 teams in the East going at it. It don't get no better than that on a Super Bowl Sunday, so I'm excited about it. I just want our guys to go out there and play hard today. Forget everything what happened on the other night. You can't live that again. That's just a memory. So don't worry about the beatdown you took, and hope you learn from it and got better at some of the things that you got beat down for, and get better at it. And I think these guys respond. One thing I like about this Knicks team, they respond. The team, they will respond. I think our young guys are going to respond today. I think the Warriors are going to respond today. Whoever they play today, I think they're going to respond, because that was a lesson. That was a lesson learned the other night, that you got to be ready no matter where you at. And they got to be ready tonight. So I think they're going to respond well tonight. I'm confident in that, man. Let's hope these guys go in there. Not saying we're going to win the game, but I'm picking them to win, because I think about this team bring their A game, they can beat anybody. basically, to me. They won't beat everybody, but they could beat anybody. So let's hope he did this one day where they could beat anybody and get it done. So I'm really looking forward to it, man. These guys got to go out there and show and prove today. And that'll be what it is. Ron Mill, what's good, Ron? Good to see you, my man. Salute to you, Ron. Salute my man Ron Mill in the building. What's good, Ron Mill? Our Dr. Colin Town got 16 stitches on the eye. He'll be winning Amari Stoudemire Google. That'll work. Hey, Dial, we got to put them goggles on. Long if we can give us 20 and 10 or 20 and 12, I'm all with it, my man. That's a deed. But yeah, we do need to be definitely get that rebounding game going on. And our numbers I put up when I go through the game preview, our numbers is better than every category. But for some reason, they are literally offense is second and ours is third. So they are really getting it done from a percentage standpoint. I guess that's what it boils down to. But the numbers we have is 1% better than everything in every category. So we just got to make sure that we cross T's and dot I today. Cat playing tonight. If he playing, I'm good with that. Going there, pounding glass. And Mikel just got to continue to do what you did the other night. Though it wasn't a losing effort, but I was glad to see that he was hitting some shots. And he was doing things like that. But I guarantee you now that Jalen Brunson got an extra body back, he won't get that same coverage he got against Detroit Pistons because now you got Karl Anthony Towns in there. Like I said, one thing about the game to me, Mitchell Robinson might have made a difference on the defense side of the ball, but he doesn't make a difference on the offense side of the ball. So now that we got Karl Anthony Towns, it's kind of vice versa. He makes a difference on the offense side of the ball, which we didn't have the other day. But we lose a little bit on the defense, and Mitchell coming in and hold it down against whether I don't think I got Vucevic in my starting lineup. He didn't start the first game. He came when he got back to Boston, but he had like 12 points and a certain amount of good minutes. So them guys got guys who can light up. Pritchard from downtown, Hauser, and all these guys. So they got some 3-point shooting dudes there. Brown and Derek White knocks them down like crazy out there. So we definitely can't take these guys for granted. And I'm quite sure a lot of people expecting them to win, but I'm not. We just got to go in there and play Knicks basketball for 48 minutes and try to pull this thing out. And that's what I'm going to bank this thing on, man. The real talk, because we were a good resilient team. We've been resilient all year. Like I said, to go 2-9 in 11 games, trying to turn around and win 8 in a row, that's resiliency. That means you're resilient. So if we took a loss the other night, I'm hoping that we could be resilient enough to go in there tonight, not tonight, but this afternoon, and try to just pull out a victory in Boston and get back to the Garden, because we're going to have Indiana Pacers. Then we go to Philly. Then we got the All-Star break. And it's well needed for everybody. So I'm looking forward to our team going out there trying to get it. But I want to see what Alvarado going to do today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited about that, this young man coming here, man. For real, because I just think his defense energy, he's a little bit underrated with some of the things he do from the film that I've been watching. Since I knew he was getting them, I've been kind of studying to see what he do in certain games. I did put up his stats in the last game. The guy's gonna have an impact on here, especially his defense. No question about it. His pace pushing and all the things of that nature. But Grand Theft Auto will be in the building tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And him and Josh Hart together with that crazy speed and all that nasty run up and down the floor. Let's see if it turns out the way we want it to turn out. So I'm looking forward to it. I know y'all looking forward to it. Radu was popping. Derek Franks is in the building. Derek, what's good, my man? Appreciate you. Good to see you coming in. Knicks Real Talk. First time seeing you, but appreciate you coming in. But listen, y'all, I'm in here to Child Power. Like I said, he out there on assignment, doing this thing, chasing paper. Got to keep the bills paid. So I'm going to hold it down tonight, man. Mr. Tito's is in the building. John, what's good, my man? Salute to you, my brother. Real talk. But it's a nasty taste in our mouth there, but it wasn't bad as I thought it was. Here's the reason why, because we knew they already kind of had the advantage because they was at home. They just came off a loss to Washington. That was embarrassment for the Detroit Pistons. Lose by 7 or 8 or 9, whatever, to the Washington Wizards. But obviously they had the Knicks the next day, and you know how this is just bad blood from the playoffs and everything like that. So them cats went out there and did what they had to do. It was a beat down in Motown, and that's what it is. But now we got to go ahead and try to rebound in Beantown. That's all it is, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really looking forward to this one for real. Let's go out there and get it. Salute to Sherman in the building. Sherman, what's good, my man? Salute to everybody, man. But it's just another game on the doctor for me. But it's an important game. Important game in the fact that it's a rivalry. And everybody want to beat us. Listen, we beat Detroit in the playoffs. That's why they want to beat us bad. We beat Boston in the playoffs last year. That's why they want to beat us bad. And so on and so on. The hits just keep coming, ladies and gentlemen. They're never going to stop. It seems like every time we play somebody, they just got to beat New York. And then that's what it's supposed to be. Because that's the type of feeling you want our team to have. Like, we are now being the hunted, you know what I mean? And everybody want to get at us, you know what I mean, because of the name in the front of that jersey. So I'm looking forward to Knicks going out there doing what they do. Real talk, man, because it's going to be a good Listen, Super Bowl, real quick, who you got in that Super Bowl? It ain't the Giants, so obviously, I don't know. Are you going real quick? Are you going East Coast football? So you going New England, or you want to see the Seattle Seahawks winning because it's the Seahawks? That y'all can let me know about that later on in the show, man. Hit me up and let me know what y'all think about that Super Bowl. But other than that, man, we got to go out there and play tonight. These guys is just a good all around team. They've been there, done that. But we like I said, the numbers don't lie. I'll put them up here in a few minutes. They are really similar in a lot of categories. And so I think it's going to be a test to see if the Knicks can bring their A game back offensively tonight. Because that was the third-ranked offense last night, not having the guys that we missed. So obviously we wouldn't be able to capitalize from an offense standpoint. But we should be able to capitalize a day from an offense standpoint because we do have one of our best players back in Big Cat. I know he's been going through a rough time in New York lately with all the, the noise and everything like that, but it's still the numbers is his numbers. You know what I mean? And we missed him 20 points the other night. We missed him 12 rebounds the other night. Because our team definitely got weaker when we missed them 2 guys the other night. Because we brought 2 guys in off the bench into the starting lineup. And then the 2 guys that was on the bench, 2 guys who probably wasn't even in rotation, had to play for them. So that made it even more harder for Knicks against a talented team like them guys. And I think we spoke about it in the pregame show with Jenkins and Hollins and all them guys, man. They and my man Stewart, which started for that game, but Paul Reed had a good game. So it was one of them tough ones, man. Shaman starting for OG tonight. Thank you, Andai. That's a good look. Shaman was a little bit off the other day, but like I said, you got to give credit where credit is due. Them boy defense in Detroit came to play the other night, so you got to give him credit for that. Will Barr, what's good? Will Barr, good to see you, man. I appreciate you in the building, man. Listen, I'm in here hold it down solo, so we're going to hear a lot of Divine rant chatting today because my man's out on assignment, man. He's doing his thing. But y'all make sure you hit that button for your brothers, man. You know my man Shy Powers and me. Knicks Real Talk. Y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all hit the thumbs up for your brother. We're gonna keep this thing moving. And we get into the starting lineup and injury reports right now, even though it might be a little bit different because we had a bunch of good brothers in the chat. Let us know who's in and who's out early, so which I appreciate that too, man. Real talk. For giving people. Let me get into that, man. Y'all don't go nowhere. Hang in there with the brother. I'll be back. We go over the game preview. Then we get into other things. I open up the panel later on, man. But here we go, man. Let's talk about it. Yeah, there you go, ladies and gentlemen, right quick. Y'all seen the report right there, man. The numbers is pretty much the same in a lot of categories. That we put a percentage point better than them in a lot of categories. So, like from a number standpoint, we shooting the ball better from downtown and we rebounding better. Our assist numbers a little better. Everything is better. Our points per game is better, but that's how tight net this team is when it comes to the numbers they have and everything like that. So, you can expect anything to happen. If you look over here right quick, ladies and gentlemen, 33-19 New York Knicks, 34-18. Them got the game in front of us. We third in the standard, they second in the standard. We 11-13 on the road. I can't wait till we finally get over 500 on the road. And we've been fighting that thing for the last couple of weeks, whatever. But they 17-8 at home. So they not like they world beat it at home because we 20-6 at home. So they we third in offense rating, they second in offense rating. We 13th in defense, they 9th in defense. We 5th rating in net rating overall in the NBA. They 3rd net rating overall in the NBA. So these numbers are so comparable, they so comparable, like they that close. You know what I mean? That's why I said this should be an interesting game tonight. If our guys to play with their A game tonight, despite having guys out, but if we can at least bring our A game, I still think we got to get a chance of going in tonight and get a win against these guys, man. So it's going to be an interesting game. I'm looking forward to it because I really believe that we got enough fire, enough ammunition to go out there and fight this war tonight. It's going to be a war today, ladies and gentlemen. Make no mistake about it. I think we do have enough ammo to get this thing going. And let's hope so, man, because I really want to get this win today. Because I think it's important that we get back on the win streak after we lose the game. Hopefully get back into it again. Salute to the sister Queen Darlene. Queen, what's good? Good to see you. Appreciate you coming in. Real talk. For real. Parrish, my brother, thank you for the super chat. It's a marathon, y'all. 2 B-ball overtime and get in the plane and go to Detroit. Facts. That's real talk right there, Parrish, man. It definitely is, man. Now that was that was a tough one, man. And especially coming off that double overtime, like you said, against Denver Nuggets. Then go to Detroit and had to play a team decimated, like we were. So and like that's the reason though. It ain't no excuse, but that's the reason. You're 100% right there. You know what I mean? So now that we might got a couple more players in the building tonight, let's hope that we can really get better and be better. Parrish and get a little bit of wind of ourselves. Because I think they're gonna respond. No doubt about that. I no question in my mind. The Knicks will respond. Does that mean they're going to win the game? No, but I think they will respond well. I think you get a way better performance than the other day because we got more bodies. Like I said, I can't say it enough. Not that Detroit didn't beat us because they did beat us, but like I said, no Anunoby and Cat. You're talking about 40 points and almost 20 rebounds. And like I said earlier, the guy who replaced it, Cat, only got you about 3 or 4 points, and the guy who replaced it, Anunoby, only got you about 2 or 3 points. That means the Warrior and Mitchell Robinson offense really wasn't on display that day. So the 38 points we lost by the other night, we didn't get them 38 points from the 2 guys that kind of replaced them up even close to it, not even half of it. So I can see why the game went the way it went. Because and obviously, what a good defense team like Detroit is, like I said earlier, they keyed on Jalen Brunson and Mikal Bridges, and everybody else just couldn't do nothing. So the great point there, my man. But I think we respond today. Real talk. Let me get it back in here and show you some more things that we get back at it. And like I said, prior to that loss right there, ladies and gentlemen, we were playing pretty good defensively. Even though we only gave up 118, and that's not bad, ladies and gentlemen. To beat down Anunoby and Alvarado and Deuce McBride and all the guys, you still give 18, but that other side of the ball was tough. The double overtime, understand me why. I can see why we gave up 127 without a double overtime game, but we only gave up 101 prior to that, 100 prior to that, 97 prior to that. So we was playing good defense throughout the last 8 game stretch that we had. But the other night we just couldn't do it on either side of the ball because we didn't have enough firepower to match what they had over there. But then you look at them guys, they hot, ladies and gentlemen. They beat Miami the other night by 2 points. They beat the Rockets, bust the Rockets up. Excuse me, I mean to do that. I apologize. They bust the Rockets up. They beat the Mavericks. They slaughtered the Bucks, and then obviously they beat the Sacramento Kings. So they've been playing hot lately, and that's good for them. But we in a blue drip tonight, ladies and gentlemen. They are in a white goldish drip tonight. Same starting lineup that I had, but it's going to change. Obviously, we said the guy I talked about earlier. Them guys only thing I had different was I had. Instead of Luka Garland, I had Nikola Vucevic in there, so that might change as well. Other than that, same guys that we got up there, like you said, some might play, some might not play. And Sam Howell, the game title situation, Jason Tatum was out, ladies and gentlemen. So I mean, that's pretty much in a nutshell. But listen, let's go in there and play who in front of us. Go out there and try to win this game. I think it'll be a more competitive game because we got a little bit more firepower with us tonight. So I'm glad about that we brought. We got a couple of guys back, or some guys back tonight. So let's see how it goes. Salute to everybody in the chat again, and I'll open up the panel in a second. It's about that time. But like I said, salute to Queen Darlene, Mr. Tito's, Radu, salute to you, my man. Derek Franks was good, man. I talked to you already. JD, my brother, what's popping? Jay Chosen, Nick Nation, what's popping? Salute to the family in the chat, man. All that good stuff. Like I said, I'll throw the link up in there in a minute. But other than that, let's go in Boston again. This is a rivalry, ladies and gentlemen. It don't change. The energy don't stop for me. Bad we took a L the other night. It don't mean nothing to me because that's only one game. We took 3 L from a lot of teams last year. Boston beat us every game in the regular season last year. I think Cleveland beat us every game in the regular season last year. But we went in the playoffs and we beat them back. Other than Cleveland, because we didn't play them. But I say all that to say that we just got to go in there and play you in front of us tonight. And I'm not even mad at that loss in Detroit. Nostalgia was good, my man. Salute, because I know that we know how to respond pretty well, and I think that's what we do today. Go in there, try to contain these guys. They got a good defense as well. They play some hard defense over there. They scrappy. That guy, I think Gonzalez. Watch out for that dude. He's like an Alvarado to me. Like him and Alvarado got that same energy. His name is Rodriguez, but not right. Is it right? Gonzalez, pardon me, for the Boston Celtics. Watch that guy, the pesky guy right there. He got a lot of energy with him. So it's going to be interesting to see how that thing developed today, because he's got the same type of energy. But Alvarado is in the building. So my man Ron was good, my man. I seen you brothers in there cutting it up yesterday, man. I was on my grind, but I definitely was in the background checking you guys out. Didn't get in the chat, throw a chat at you guys, but the panel was lit. Y'all did the thing yesterday, man. That's always Ron. So salute to you, my man. Real talk. And like I said, y'all keep it moving. Paris Duggan, thank you for the super chat. He said, gotta play the Warrior through mistakes. That's facts. Hey, that's a parrot. That's 100%. That's the only knock I got on Mike Brown with the thing. You got to let that man stay in there. Because for the little things that he might do wrong, he doing a lot of good things, Parrish. And they got to keep the Warrior in there. Let him earn the minutes. And I think he can make a difference with his defense, with his shooting, with his skill set. I just like that guy's game, man. I hope Parrish that he does let that guy play through his mistakes. But that's one knock I got on him right now about the Warrior. Literally, that let him take them bumps and bruises, the nicks and bruises. Tone Crow, my man, salute. Let him go through all the nicks and bruises and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Because it's only going to make him better by the time he get to the playoffs. To me, he'll be more seasoned. You know what I mean? And we need season on there. Let him sprinkle that season out there with the Warrior. Because I think if he go out there and he get it like that, it'd be, he'd be good to go. But I got somebody coming in the building. Like I said, the man don't never miss no daily work. If you can't work, you get in here and make it work. My brother Shy Powers, what's good? My partner in crime, never misses a dime. What's popping? You there, Shy?
I am here. Yes, I am. Peace, Divine. Peace to you, Divine, as always. Salute to the family in the chat. Let's get it.
Yeah, real talk, man. I like telling my brother out there chasing paper, got to keep the bills paid. So I'm gonna hold him down, but I knew he would come in here, man. This brother don't miss work, whether it's Nick's Real Talk or his regular. He gets it in. But what's good, my man? Holla at your boy, man. Give me some quick thoughts. I know you can't stay too long. What's going on with you? What do you think about this game today?
Yeah, it is what it is, man. I think the Knicks are probably gonna pack it in. It sounds like I was looking through some of the stuff this morning. It looks like OG toe still bothering him. Josh Hart's going to be out tonight. Carl Anthony Towns is questionable. I think I even seen something for Jalen Brunson too. So it looks like, next week is Valentine's Day. That's usually when they start the All-Star stuff. So within there, was there 2 or 3 more games? Maybe they might shut it down for the rest of the All-Star break. Who knows? I didn't really do too much homework this morning, but those are the things that I seen last night about OG's toe, and Josh Hart's probably going to be out, and Carl Anthony Towns still suffering with that laceration over his eye.
Yeah, real talk. The guys in the chat also put some things in there, who's going to be in and who's going to be out. So we have, I think Towns, if I'm not mistaken, they said should play today, if I'm not mistaken. Somehow I had a senior moments, ladies and gentlemen, pardon me. but overall, Shaw Powell, like I was telling you, speaking to the family, the chat, and everybody who's watching the show, that game, it is what it is. And we took an L, we move on to the next. So I'm really looking forward to it because now we got some extra bodies back. Like I said, we got Grand Theft in the building tonight. Obviously we got, I think Cat going to play tonight. So I mean, just that alone is an extra 20 points and 12 rebounds. And even Alvarado's intensity on the defense side of the ball, his playmaking ability, help push the pace and all that, it makes a difference tonight because we didn't have that the other night. We were down 4 legitimate players, counting Alvarado, Deuce and Bride, and like I said, Carl Anthony Towns and OG the other day. So Nick said only OG is out. They are saying, yeah, if that's a good thing, man. So now you got a guy like Alvarado coming in now. Mitch Robinson go back to the bench and let Cat start. Cat get some buckets, help Jalen Brunson out. And we missed that heavily the other night. So I just think that it's important that, these guys, whoever could play, like I was saying earlier, Shop Howard, just to piggyback on what you said, we got the Indiana Pacers Tuesday, and we got a back-to-back against Philly. Then after that, the All-Star break weekend, we'll be off for like a week because they got the All-Star. Everybody can heal wounds and heal their bodies and get themselves ready for the last stretch run of the season. So I think tonight I would love to get back on a winning streak, at least try to get the game tonight, try to get Indiana and guard and go down to Philly. All of them going to be tough games, because even Indiana made some good moves. They got rid of Ben Mathurin, but they got an Ivan Zubac down here with them. Now they got a bigger center. So, they're going to be looking to go out there and come in the guard. And who were right before they beat us in the Garden with the choke shit last year. So we beat them after the tough game after the tournament. But it's that we got that game, then we got Philly. Now obviously we beat Philly in Philly a couple of weeks ago. So, but listen, let me open up the panel. Bringing Jay Chola. Jay Chola, what's good, my man? What's popping?
You hear me all right?
Jay, yeah, I hear you now.
Yeah, you hear me good? All right. That was weird.
I hear you. Yeah, I hear you.
All right. Peace. Let me do this. My bad. I'm good.
What's good, my man?
Good
What's
morning,
going on?
good afternoon. What's cooking? You know, I believe only it's OG out today. I've been searching and going through it over and over and over again. So it seems like that. So if we have a full squad, especially after that butt whooping we took, sometimes you need one. You know, sometimes you need one. You know, I keep thinking back in the days that my parents, they overdid it. But if they just did appropriate amount of ass whooping, I've been a much better young man. You know what I'm saying? So there would have been something different about that. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, man, I wasn't sure if that link was sure or not. But listen, I just wanted to hop on and just chat with you fellas for a few minutes and talk about the game. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it. Well, appreciate
what's in the past. What happened the other day. We can't get it back. I can't get the money I spent back. I can't get that girl I had years ago back. I can't have the car I had years ago back. So it's time to move forward, and it starts at 12:30. So
that's facts.
That's real talk. You know
yeah, man. That game is just a memory. Can't live it no more. So we just got to keep moving. It is just a memory. But I'm looking forward to the response. I'm looking forward, Jay Chola, Shaw Power to the bounce back. This is a resilient team. Like I said, we went 2-9 and one. We resilient team. We resilient. We found our way to get back and win 8 in a row. It's the NBA. It's rigorous. It's tough. It's a marathon. It's you're not going to win them all. And the reason why I say that, like the night before that, Detroit Pistons lost to the Washington Wizards. You know what I mean? But we beat the Washington Wizards by 30. So it's the regular season. You're gonna have these lapses in games. You're gonna have nights where you just don't perform well. Like you can't, for me, like you can't say that we bust them up by 30, but they beat the Detroit Pistons. So that's just the way the NBA goes. That's why I don't get too high or too low until we get to April. And once we locked in April, that's when it all counts. You know what I mean? That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking forward to just keep winning. I want that division, though. I'm not even going to front. I would love to win the division because we haven't won it in a long time. You know what I mean? So I would love to see the Knicks win the division. But long as we stay in our top 4 right now and get ready to go in there with some home court advantage in the first round, second round, whatever, we go in there and get it done. Because Cleveland, they're going to make some noise. Obviously, James Harden, they won their first game the other night. So it's never going to get easier. But I do think the top 4 teams that I see there are going to be there. I think it's literally going to be Detroit, Knicks, Boston, and Cleveland. I think them are 4 top teams in the East right now. I think the Philly and all them guys make it, but I do believe them top 4 teams is locked in. I think the Torontos and Philadelphia 76ers and so on, they'll make them final 2 spots. But I do believe those 4 teams that's there now. Where they land, I don't know. Knicks could still win the conference, but at least I know those 4 teams I think going to be there. So. Shot out. That's why I want all these games to matter in the regular season too, because it's just a tune-up for the postseason. But we just gotta go out there and get it, man. What you looking for in that game today, man? Despite who's gonna be there or not.
Yeah, it's really all about playing basketball. You know what I mean? The other game that we lost to, I had to eat some crow a little bit. I didn't think it was gonna be that bad, but right. Of course, we had to suffer through our team not having 50 extra points and about 20 rebounds, between those 2 players that was out. So, and we'll probably have to fight through that tonight. I think the Knicks gonna, every night I think the Knicks gonna get out there and perform. And we did finally see what the young guys can really do. And I like to see the young guys. I like to see the young guys get minutes and all that stuff. But evidently, they cannot perform as well as our starting group or our secondary unit. So it is something to get out there and just play some basketball. Like I said, I think they're probably trying to shut this thing down until the All-Star break and go from there. So it may be, you may see the Knicks on a 2, 3, 4 game losing streak again or something like that. But we'll make it back up once we get everybody back on the floor. And I haven't looked, but I think Depending on who's playing tonight, gives us a greater chance of winning. We played good against Boston, and I believe that no matter what, we're going to go out there and play good against them today.
Yeah, real talk. Fabian, what's good? Fabe was popping. Size 9 in the building, 24K minds in the building. What's good, y'all? Salute to the chat, man. Salute to everybody. Listen, man, Knicks, you win games, you lose games. Listen, like I said the other night, the Washington Wizards beat them dudes. But they bust our ass, part of my French. So it's the regular season, it's the NBA. It don't matter until we get to the playoffs. Like I said, and them cats got a dominant team down in Detroit. That's a good ass team. They play hard. They got a lot of bad taste in their mouth when we beat them in the playoffs last year. That's a very good basketball team over there. That's why they first in the Eastern Conference. They ain't no slouch, Them dudes is legit. They are legit bona fide contenders. So, we ran up against a bona fide contender and they bust our ass. What the hell you want me to tell you? Nothing else you can say about it. They just lost to the better team that night. But that same team they lost against the other night, that team lost to the one of the team that's in the lottery the night before. It's the regular season, ladies and gentlemen. You're gonna get games like that. And I can't say it enough. And it just that's the way it goes. There's peaks and valleys. And just like I said, last year when we played Boston in the regular season, they beat us every game in the regular season last year. But what happened in the playoffs? We beat them. The Cleveland beat us every game in the regular season last year, and we probably would have beat them in the playoffs. It don't mean nothing until you get to that April moment, Jay Chosen. That's when all this shit really counts. So I don't care if any team waxes in the regular season. I don't care about that. But when you get to them that April 12th, April 13th, and on after that, that's when you really, really say, is you better than me? You know what I mean? Because like I said, it's peaks and valleys. It's a marathon, and you can get your butt whipped by anybody. But that team the other night beat us, and that's fine. But tonight, I want to see Knicks go in there, play with their A game. They got a little bit more firepower in there. I'm just interested to see how Alvarado going to react in that second unit, Jay Chosen. That's what I really want to see. I'm really looking to see how his energy, his live threat possible to help Mitchell Robinson out, and maybe Clarkson can get it going, and I want to see DeWarrick get it going. So I think they respond different tonight. Do that mean they're going to win the game? No. But I think they'll play a better game tonight, and that's what I'm really looking for, Jay. So just to play a better game, and if we can come out with a victory, then we'll take that. But if we don't, I just don't want us to play. I don't want us to go out the way we went out the other night. I was a little disappointed the will of our team. I thought we gave up a little bit too early. And it happens, and that can happen to you. Somebody can take the will from you. I thought Detroit kind of took a little bit of our will away from us last night. And it was a lot of our guys, like I said, they did the right thing the other night. They keyed on Brunson. They had nobody else to stop who can get buckets like that. So they did what they supposed to do. Because I was their coach, go after Jalen Brunson. He the only one can beat you tonight. And they did it. And that's why the game went the way it went. So tonight, they can't do that tonight. Because now they can't just go after Jalen Brunson. Because now you got Cat playing tonight. And you got another body out there, which is one of our two best players. So now they just can't trigger only on Jalen Brunson, because now that means Cat might eat. Or Mikal might eat a little bit more. He ate all right the other night. But it wasn't enough to match what they did. So I'm liking that.
Right. Listen, I agree with you. To me, it felt like a no mas. You remember Roberto Duran, the controversy, whether or not he actually really said it or not. It gave me a sour pit in my stomach. I felt like we fought, but there's a time in life where you got to put up a little bit more fight. And it didn't feel like there was a more fight. Okay, we're not going down. We're not going down like this. There used to be a song named "We Ain't Going Out Like That." Remember that song? So, it goes to show me something, though. I will say this. I like the handful of young players we have. Do I think right now that we saw it against a very good team without their center, really not have much continuity, and they are going to either have to get minutes or just be back up, break the glass when needed. Mm-hmm. And I think they should get at least 10 minutes a game each, because there's my theory, they weren't prepared for that stuff. Diawara, you can't give him 1 minute one day and 15 minutes another day and 3 minutes another day and 5 minutes. Give the man 10 minutes a day. There you go. You're getting 10 minutes. That's it. Give, always have a point guard on the floor or ball, somebody who could dribble, and not only that, but who's also a pass first guy. Maybe sometimes, like I'm interested to see if they do Alvarado once in a while with JB. You know, because that would give JB the ability to stretch the floor and make it more of a shooting guard position, which is really what he is, a shooter. You know, he's a scorer, for God's sake. And I know I'm Italian, I can't stop moving my hands. But I thought it was hard to watch. And I think today, going in there, I hope Mike Brown is giving them. I hope Mike Brown is making them watch it, or making them, something like that. Like, yo, we are never going out like that again. I don't care if we're playing our backup coach. We are never going out like that again. And I have a good feeling about this game, to be honest with you. It's weird. I really do. I think that we're bigger than them. I think we're going to get more rebounds than they are. And I think that people are coming to play. It seems like everybody except for OG is coming to play, is playing. And I'm very, very excited to see what Alvarado do, because it will let us know whether or not he's a keeper or a buyout. So I'm very excited.
Yeah. I think he hit the thing, man. I think y'all gonna be very for what I hear from a lot of the New Orleans commentators and the people in the New Orleans circle, they like New York. Be excited about this dude. They go, and that's good when you can hear from people who watched him play for the last 5 years or 4 years. I think he's gonna have an impact. Like I said, it's no disrespect to Coley, no disrespect to McCullough, no disrespect to them guys. Not Alvarado. Number one, the experience, the defense is impeccable. I mean, the cat, he his energy is contagious. You know what I mean? So and I said, not saying that these guys will never get to that level. Like, I think Tyler Coley gonna be something special in the NBA. But he maybe not, but like him and Dewara, Shaw Power, the McCullough, them, they're young, so they get them the inconsistent play, because they 1 minute they on, 1 minute they off. That's you're always gonna see 2 or 3 points. On some nights you might not see nothing, because that's just a process of being a young guy who never stepped foot in the NBA. Now you learn how to play against grown ass men. Like McCullough playing against grown men, Dewara playing against grown men. Tyler Cole, he played here last year. But Hot Purdy, he played here last year, so they understand the nuances of the NBA. But a lot of these guys, man, when you don't play on a regular basis, it's tough. Now, Clarkson is a different story. I agree with my man Alvarado Ion. Salute to you, my man. Appreciate you coming in, real talk. And Akuma, it's good to you, my man. Salute to you as well. Salute to everybody who I didn't get to say what's up to in the chat. We just got to keep playing with what we have. Don't worry about Latoria. What's good, sister? Good to see you. D. Ross, my man. What's popping? My brother Cam from the Kickback. You already know what's good, my man. But Shaw Powell, Ribby, what's popping, man? So everybody in the chat, man. Shaw Powell, we just got to go out there and play a game for 48 minutes tonight and try to get a victory. And that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to this game, man. It's a matinee game. It's not in the MSG, but in other words, it's Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. It's going to be a lit up in there. They're going to be going for blood too. You know what I mean? But I think we respond. Let's see if we can get some road warrior this night, Shaw Powell.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing right now, to make sure that we have some people that can combat against Boston. And they're on a little roll too, just like us. They were right around the same 8 wins, 1 loss, something like that. So they right in they right behind us. And I mean, by a half a game or something like that. So this is a big game, of course. And let's get out there and try to perform at our greatest. The biggest thing about tonight's game is just trying to play together. You know what I mean? And one of the biggest things I'm waiting to see is just to see how Alvarado fills into the court tonight and what he does to electrify the New York Knicks. We probably ain't going to hear big roars and a lot of outbursts over here in Boston, but we could do it from home. You know what I mean? So let's get out there and get these wins tonight. Let's get this win tonight. I would love to see the Knicks get a big win, especially if we don't have some of our big guns out there. So it's always a big game when you're playing against the Knicks, and the teams that play against the Knicks always step up. So let's see if we can step up at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. A great point there, Shaw Powell, because that's what it really all boiled down to, everything you just said. And I'm looking forward to cats get out there and match the energy with the energy. Like I said, Derrick White is a handful. Jaylen Brown's a handful. They got Howard who can shoot the ball down. And they got some bangers in there, and now they got Vucevic in there. He gonna do what he gonna do. So it's gonna make it good for a good basketball game overall. And I still got the Knicks going out there doing what they do, man. 'Cause I think, and even with Anunoby, who would buy one of our best players lately, the last couple of weeks, Anunoby's been killing it. So, but I do think it's all about the name on the front. We got enough chemistry, enough continuity, and we got enough players back tonight to be able to fight this thing out. I don't think they're going to do nothing with Cat down there personally. Vucevic is not a defender. My man, I can't pronounce his name, Nemas, whatever his name is, he's okay. But I don't know if they got anything to mess with Cat down there tonight. I think him and Mitchell Robinson should be able to go in there and really get it popping down there tonight from a height standpoint, from a physicality standpoint. I'm looking for our bigs to get down there tonight and bang bodies tonight. And what I do like about having guys like Alvarado here, he's just going to help slow down the guys like Pritchard. You know what I mean? His energy, his defense, he can help. Now, that's what Deuce McBride would normally do, make it hard on Pritchard. But now you got guys like Alvarado and can go in there and probably make it hard on Pritchard. Not saying you're going to stop him, but you can make it hard on him tonight. And he just don't going crazy with these 3 points and all that good stuff. And I like my man Shamet start tonight because if Hauser going to play, then at least you can have Shamet chasing Hauser around the 3-point line because Hauser, that's what he do. I mean, that's all he do. He's like a Steve Novak, or whatever. Yeah. That's just what he do. So having Shamet in the starting line tonight, I think that helps if Hauser starts tonight because he will be able to chase him around that perimeter. And then obviously you're gonna have to put what's his name, Jaylen Brown with Mikal Bridges. I wish Anunoby was there, but that's a good matchup for the Knicks too. And then you got to take it from there. And so it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a good chess move tonight. This chess matchup tonight. These teams they close to a lot of the categories, Jay Cholden, and everything. So like I said, I think it's gonna be about will and skill tonight. It's gonna be about will and skill. Like I said, our offense is number 3, their offense is number 2. Our defense is 13, they're 9th. So there's not a lot of separation there. That's why they both where they at in the conference, one above each other. They keep fighting each other back and forth because they so close in statistics and stats and everything. But it's going to be about the will today. I think whoever will going to emerge, I think it'll be okay tonight.
I think they're going to be exactly what you said and more. I think they're going to be more than okay. I think this young man from Brooklyn who probably has a favorite player from the Knicks on, in his old bedroom, still there because, you come from Brooklyn, you come from the boroughs, you come from Long Island, you come from wherever, Staten Island borough, and we usually don't root for anybody but the Knicks, right? I only know one Net fan, right? Only one, right? And they don't really even watch them no more because they were New Jersey to them, right? So for me, I think we're gonna come in here with okay, we felt that. Like you growing up, you know what it is. You get into a scrap. You want to come back and show them what you even if you thought it was tied, you want to come back and make sure show them that you got the skills to pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? So I really think that we're gonna come in tonight and show off. Not we're gonna show up. Now I'm not gonna say we're gonna show off, but we're gonna show up. Let's not forget one really important factor about tonight's game. Well, it's actually 2. 1, we're coming off that butt whooping, but 2, we're playing probably our biggest rival. That is always a dog fight. We have a cat, now we got a little dog to come into the building. Now we got them both. And we're going to go in there and show them. One's going to grab the rebounds. The other one's going to be hounding everybody. I really think this Alvarado kid is really going to show up tonight for us. I really believe it.
Yeah. Shot Powell, give me some closing thoughts. We'll go around the panel. Shot, give me some of your thoughts for the game, some of your keys to the game, Shot Powell. What you think going to happen today, my man? Yeah, Shot?
Control the pace, grab your rebounds, hit your free throws, shoot over 37% from the 3-point land, stay over 27% from the assist land. Tonight's a big game to get out there and rebound the basketball real good. You're never going to hear me say that the Knicks going to lose. It's just going to be a close game. I think the Knicks will prevail tonight, and I got the Knicks winning 111 to 102. 111 to 102 New York Knicks. And my player of the game tonight is going to be Grand Theft Alvarado tonight. He's gonna have a big game. His first coming out game, I think he's gonna have a good game. So yeah, so I got the Knicks 112, 102. Let's get it.
112, 102. Okay, yeah, I like to see that happen myself, man. Jay Chilton, holla at your boy, my man.
Oh, look, we got a bevy of guards tonight, so I always like, and we have a really great record when we hit that 30 mark. You know, I love that 30 assist mark, big time. You know, I do agree with Shaw that 27 is a great number, but when we hit the 30, it's almost a guaranteed win. So tonight I'm looking for 30 assists from them, to out rebound them, to out dog them, to out everything. Stay on that perimeter like it's your life depends on it. All right, because they're going to try to shoot from everywhere or outside the arc, everywhere. So we need to stay out there. I'm looking for Mitch to command the defense and push people to where they need to be, and for Cat to come back and rebound out of his mind. I feel like he's going to get 15, 16 rebounds on these guys because they're not big. Vooch is a good rebounder and a good scorer, but he's not a good defender. So right. I think that if you just box him out a little bit, Vooch was always a guy that I thought would be nice to come off for us because he was like a good double-double guy, but he didn't have that defense. We always needed defense. So, look, I'm going to give the score. They're going to play hard against each other. The defense is going to be there for them. I'm going to go 111, 99. New York Knicks. 111.99.
Listen, that's a good 111.99. Who you got for the player of your game, my man?
Player of the game today is going to be. Today's gonna. I'm gonna go with the captain today. I think that he needs to regroup and bring everybody and lead by example. So I'm going with the captain. I know it's a little kind of corny to go with the guy you know who could win, but the truth is, lead by example. You got to follow the captain for that.
Yeah, no, that makes sense, my man. I'm not mad at you for that because, like I said, they threw everything at him, rightfully so. If I was the coach of Detroit, I would do the same thing. Take their best play out, throw more people at them, and it ain't like, listen, that's what you're supposed to do. I don't, when you got the key players out, whoever the best one in that game, you key on them. You know what I mean? And I gotta give Bickerstaff credit. He went after Jalen Brunson, put all them bodies on him. And all you other dudes, I'm gonna make y'all beat me. I ain't letting him beat me. And he did a good job of that. Salute to the Detroit Pistons for doing what they did. They that was the game plan. That's what I would have did. And go after their best player. He's the only one that floor can kill you tonight. And they did a good job on it. So salute to them. But listen, from the beat down in Motown to the rebound in Beantown, ladies and gentlemen, I got the New York Knicks going there tonight, man. 115, 105. Gonna be a tough game, man. I think Big Cat gonna be my guy tonight. I'm gonna go Big Cat. Just to let you know how much we missed him the other night. I think hopefully he can go in there against Vooch and them guys they got down there, and Garza and Nimitz and all them guys, and give it to him down there tonight. Let's hope, like my man Andai said, hopefully got the Amari Stoudemire gargles on, whatever. But let's go get it, man. It's gonna be a Super Bowl Sunday. Knicks rebound game. Hopefully they can really get this thing done and get that nasty taste out their mouth. And then we move on to the next. Ladies and gentlemen, we got two more games. On the Pacers on Tuesday. We got the Sixers on Wednesday in Philly again. And after that, it's All-Star break. And everybody get to rest their bodies and get themselves more healthier for the stretch run of the season. That's really what it's about, Jay Cho and Chop Howard. It's that stretch run after the All-Star break. Go in there, get your bodies right, get your minds right, then go in there and get ready for that last stretch run of the season. That's your tune-up for the playoffs. So I'm looking for our guy to go in there. Hopefully Anunoby can rest the toe. All these little nicks and bruises, like I said, so to my man Tone Crow, we get a pop in and we win this game. But it's going to be a fun one, man. I'm make no mistake about it. We got to go in there and cross teeth and dot. Chop Howard, thank you for coming in, my brother. As always, I know you out there doing what you do. Appreciate it, Jay Cho. As always, my man, thank you for coming in on the panel. Let's go get this W, man. That's what it's about. Salute to everybody in the chat. Thank y'all for coming in and supporting the show and all that good stuff. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe for your brothers. We got to go out there and get it. Let's go, Alvarado. 3 steals, my man. Shaw Powers play the game. Let's go get it. Let's get some energy out there for New York Knicks. We're going to need it tonight, but I'm looking forward to it. Let's go, man. Let's go, Knicks. Let's go get it. Pop and salute to the chat. Everybody, let's go get it, man. We out.
Peace.
Peace, everybody.
Let's go, Knicks. That's real.
Let's go, Knicks.
Let's get it.
All right, Shaw. Jay told the peace, man.
Yeah, peace, brothers. All right, man.
You are now about to witness the
Knicks real talk just entered the chat. We ain't Google apps like Google Maps. We don't use our YouTube frugal with stats as usual fact. It's your man, the brand is hands on, going hard like calluses. Who's style just aiming at the mental with the game analysis on a pregame show. Read the script, you know we get it like crypto on the rip though. I cyber decrypted, we locked them from the get go. On this Knicks show, it's the co-pilots in the cloud like Microsoft. We hot like salt. The KRT drip club leading up the dip off. We fuel by confidence, put your Nick content in beast mode like our charm. We a cheat code, we roll the bar too far for you to reach on. We get our teach on the show that's fire. Price Knicks going to the wire. Hit the entire game, somewhere in front of me, the numbers be. They don't lie, career popped up from the third eye, you heard why. It's the #1 pregame show that's hitting like Soto. So picture the photo of your bro to the lens of that moto. It's the OGs, we outside riding in the orange blue sky. In Metropolitan, we connect in a Vesco wallowing. And the matters with the massive without shaking asses. The team streaming on major platforms of fashion. Fans asking who the creed that's in the building killing this Knicks shit assassin.
You are now about to witness the
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire! He's on fire! He's on fire!